What defines torture? Have you ever wondered what really defines torture? It is a complex and troubling topic that touches on human behavior and the sociology of the body. Torture is not just about pain, it is about control and power. At its core, torture is the intentional infliction of severe physical or psychological suffering on someone who is under the control of the perpetrator. This suffering is not random. It is imposed for specific purposes like punishment, coercion, obtaining information, or intimidation. One key aspect that sets torture apart from other forms of violence is the deliberate nature of the act. The victim is often powerless, trapped in a situation where they cannot escape the torment. This power dynamic is essential to understanding torture from a sociological perspective. It is not merely an individual act of violence but a behavior shaped by broader social relations and contexts. Torture often involves agents acting on behalf of the state or other institutional powers. However, it can also be carried out by non-state actors, such as armed groups or private individuals. The social context is vital because torture serves as a tool of power and control within these systems. It is a practice that can be embedded in the very fabric of society. Another important factor is the role of secrecy in torture. Many torturers operate within secretive social structures that provide the framework and cultural norms that enable these acts. This secrecy allows perpetrators to evade public scrutiny and accountability, making it easier for torture to continue as a form of social control. Torture is not just about inflicting pain, it aims to break down the victim's identity and autonomy. Some definitions even highlight the goal of obliterating the victim's personality. This reflects how torture functions to destroy resistance and enforce dominance over individuals. The distinction between torture and other cruel or degrading treatments often hinges on the intent behind the act rather than just the severity of suffering. This focus on purpose aligns with sociological views that stress the importance of understanding torture as a socially constructed practice. It is deeply embedded within power relations and institutional frameworks. To address and prevent torture, it is essential to recognize it as a phenomenon tied to social structures, cultural norms, and political power. Efforts to combat torture requiring not only legal and human rights interventions, but also changes in the social and organizational contexts that allow such behavior to thrive. This includes dismantling secrecy, increasing transparency, and holding institutions accountable for their actions. In essence, torture is defined by the deliberate infliction of severe suffering for specific purposes, all while the victim remains powerless. Sociologically, it is a behavior shaped by social relations, secrecy, and institutional contexts, aimed at controlling and breaking individuals within a broader social framework. Understanding these elements can help us address the issue more effectively and work towards a society where such acts are no longer tolerated.